Hey marketing leader, if you feel like your website continues to disappoint, well, I am here to help and tell you why it's so. Hopefully by the end of this video, you will know more than you know now, and that you will have a clear, well, not necessarily plan of action, but maybe you will know where to look for issues to go in the other direction, to actually make your website win. We all would want that. So let's dive into it. As always, before we jump straight to the big part, I'd like to give you a summary of what I will be talking about in this video. So here are the reasons why your website continues to disappoint. First of all, it's not aligned with your business. Next, it doesn't show your user the benefit of your offering, but instead it focuses on features. It's overly complicated, call to actions are unclear, or they are presented at the wrong time and the wrong place in the user journey. It fails to build the trust with the user, or, and this one depends on your circumstances, it might fail to provide for particular needs of your market. So if your website continues to disappoint, it might be that it is misaligned with your business. And you really have to take a look at the bigger picture and your entire business ecosystem and how website fits into all of that. For example, your business might have moved on or might have changed branding or reinvented product offering, but these aren't necessarily reflected on your website. Another misalignment that I often see is that the type of traffic that gets driven to the website is different to what business actually needs, or the other way around. Take a look if your website is actually up to speed with your business goals, model, and all of that, and how it actually glues and brings all those pieces together, because you will know that website is really the hub of everything. So take care of it. Next, and this is a very old wisdom, is that you should really focus on benefits of your offering, of your product, service, rather than features, at least at the beginning of the interaction with your website. So if your website doesn't do it and you just jump straight into it, then you might be missing out. So when they visit your website, whatever the landing page is, whatever the entry point is and where they come from, make sure that they realize what's in it for them. Tell them how their life will change if they decide to continue collaboration with your brand. I think it's a really good starting point and creates that foundation for building trust with the user and getting them on board very quickly. And of course, we don't want to overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. That includes navigation. That includes well-known design principles. Don't reinvent the wheel. Write a copy in a simple way, short sentences, so that 14, 15-year-old could understand without having any prior knowledge about your business. Forms, well, I'll get to them in a second. They also should be simple. Overall, just create the experience that it's just smooth, nice. Don't overthink it. One thing we like to do is to get a founder of a business in front of the camera, just like I'm talking to you right now, and tell us in their own words more about their business. Frankly, if you take that video and transcribe it, you pretty much got a website, at least a copy for it. In your own words, how do you help those people? Tell them in the simplest way possible, and then let them navigate that story in their own way. Create those internal links. Make those call to actions simple. Keep the navigation to 5 items max. Don't discard those widely known element positions like logo top left corner. Don't hide the menu in the burger if it's not needed, if it's not mobile. Be reasonable about it all and you'll be good. So, you know, when I mention call to actions, and I keep preaching that in almost every other video, they should be clear and obvious and labeled the right way. And if you want to know what that means, go check out other videos so I don't have to repeat myself in every one of them. But what I want to focus on in this particular occasion is that often I find call to actions really misplaced. They're not appearing at the right time during the user journey through the website. Try to walk their shoes. Try to think as they think. Imagine you're brand new to that website. You've never seen it before. You know nothing about the company. What are the first questions you're going to ask yourself? And as you progress into that journey, what other things might crop up in the user's mind that you would want to address with those call to actions? Have a think and see if there are any revelations that you can instantly apply to your website going forward. Big pickle is if your website fails to build trust. If you don't trust someone, guess how likely are you to work with them? With the website, put those trust building pieces of content or change the layout so it's a bit more friendly, or get rid of those redundant animations. Maybe optimize those assets so that Google likes you and people with slower internet connections like you more. Tidy it up a bit. And I think simplicity wins over everything else any day. Keep it minimalistic and I bet you'll see results. The last point that I want to make is about particularity of your customers and who's actually visiting your website. Depending on how big your brand is and depending how complicated your offering is, you might want to segment those customers into groups so that you can provide them with call to actions that are specific for them. So, homepage is probably the most frequently visited page on your website. It's probably the most linked page from anywhere on the internet. Wherever you reference your website, you probably link to homepage. Is that correct? I would say so. So on that homepage, it gets visits from people from different walks of life, from different companies, different segments, as I mentioned. So it's only sensible to give them this umbrella understanding of what you guys do, but then lower on the page or within the same screen, provide them an option to choose different journeys depending on who they are. They will know, so don't worry about it. Your role is to identify those and display them on the page and link them to sections on a website which are relevant to them and at that point of time. I'm saying this is highly dependent on your situation because for us, we just have two products really: consulting and website building, web design you could call it. There's really no need to break it between those two user journeys from the get-go. People tend to come to our website with one requirement: to improve their website, to eliminate all those crippling design challenges. So the way we approach this is really up to us, and it depends on the outcomes of strategic sessions with the client. But some businesses, like imagine Mars company, they even sell laundry products. So how do you do that? When people come to your main global brand website, how do you cater to all those people? Well, you do that by segmenting them and providing them with option to find their own way around your brand and family of brands, really. So again, just keep that in mind. That's all I'm asking. That's really it. So hopefully, if you take care of those points, your website will stop to disappoint, and actually, it might just impress you. And if you are still at the point where nothing has helped, well then reach out to me. I'll take a look for you. Thanks so much for watching. Any questions, do let me know in the comments. But for now, that's it from me. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.